Welcome to Animal Nonsense. I'm Jess.
I'm David. Before we begin, I do have some rather exciting news for you
Okay.
But we have now reached a point where we have had 400 listeners.
That is amazing.
And receiving the feedback that people listen when they're walking their dog or running an errand or whatever it is, the reasons that people have found to listen are all unique and personal to them. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I've had some really lovely responses. And my kids asked to listen in the car the other day.
That's really nice. They requested it.
They requested it. They've also given me some really good ideas for future episodes. It is Valentines. Do you know what oxytocin is?
No.
Okay, oxytocin is the love hormone. It's also called the cuddle chemical. So this is a hormone that's produced when you feel love. So for mums, it's very responsible for like bonding mums and babies. When you're breastfeeding, you get a rush of oxytocin. So you look at your baby, you get a rush of oxytocin. That's what triggers your letdown reflex, which is what lets your milk start to flow. So it's really important in nature. It's involved in social recognition, bonding, and the formation of trust.
So love is really important in a practical way for ensuring the survival of every animal on Earth.
Yeah. Dogs, unsurprisingly, produce a lot of oxytocin. They produce it when they're in the presence of their bonded humans, and they get a big burst of it when they might make eye contact with their bonded humans. When I read this, I immediately went up to Molly and started like stroking her, looking into her eyes. When a dog's brain is flooded with oxytocin, it becomes better able to follow the social cues of its owner. The longer the dog maintains its owner's gaze, the more elevated the levels of oxytocin are. And levels of oxytocin are in general 5 times higher in dogs than in cats.
Right, to be fair, that is as expected.
Yes, 100%.
And there was
Take that, human. I had a friend whose cat just brought in a dead pigeon while she was asleep and left it on the pillow next to her head.
Oh, I saw a video recently of a cat who left a dead pigeon in a newborn baby's crib.
Oh.
And the parents came through, periodically to check. What the... Like, imagine how frightened you would be. You go to check on your newborn baby, there's a dead pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to explain to the cat. I don't know how you would explain.
It's a sign of affection.
It is, but fortunately, I imagine like a newborn baby blocks that out.
Or they've got not very good eyesight, babies. I don't know if they'd have no frame of reference for what it was.
No, that's right. Like, it probably wouldn't freak them out too much.
I remember when I had my twins and brought them home from the hospital, and the cat was instantly weirded out by them. Like, didn't know what they were, was just kind of curious, but from afar. And then I remember one night she jumped up, their crib was next to the bed, and I saw her like really, when cats go into like stealth mode and they're really low, and she like really cautiously walked into the crib. They were fast asleep and I was watching, but just like went up to them each, sniffed them. That was her first interaction with them, and then she bailed.
Right, because like, she wouldn't know, for all she knew, it might have exploded, or like she doesn't know what they are.
Yeah, like what are these things?
And I imagine babies smell, I don't have a sense of smell, but I imagine babies smell rather fragrant depending on...
they smell delightful, yeah.
And it must be, for a cat, something to experience. Well, what is this new odour that's in my realm now?
Yeah. The dog was interesting. I really feel, identified them as babies. And she wanted to wash them all the time, like a dog would wash his puppies. And she wouldn't leave them alone. I had to put like a dog bed like right next to their crib because she just wanted to be with them all the time.
That's really lovely.
It's really sweet. She was used to guard the pram, which was really annoying. So like if I was trying to walk, she would just turn into like a savage beast if any dogs came anywhere near the pram.
Just really lovely that she cared.
She cared a lot. I think she thought they were her babies. Onwards, meerkats are sociable animals. They cooperate together. They live in big groups. They dig and guard burrows together. They babysit each other's young. They teach each other's young. Professors from Cambridge University studied 4 groups of meerkats in South Africa to see how oxytocin affected them. Those meerkats with high oxytocin levels spent more time guarding and burrowing, were less aggressive, and spent more time with their young and gave them a larger share of food. They also spent less time foraging for food for themselves and so ate less. So Thus, we can determine that oxytocin makes you more altruistic and less self-serving. This is from BBC Earth. Prairie voles are monogamous, and males often display parental care and protect their mates. Meadow voles, on the other hand, are polygynous, wherein males mate with many females and they display very little, if any, parental care. They rarely protect their mates. A comparison of these two species has shed light on why this is the case. In prairie voles, individuals have many more vasopressin receptors in the ventral pallidum area of their brains than meadow voles do. And vasopressin is related to the cuddle chemical oxytocin. Such variations of gene coding are also believed to determine whether human males are naturally commitment phobes or devoted husbands.
I mean, they're able to pick that up.
Apparently so. So it might be genetic, whether you're inclined towards long-term relationships, committed relationships or not.
So if you were on a first date, you might be able to just drop the new man into like a laboratory.
Take a swipe from his cup and go and get it analysed.
And just check. And if it's going to be a no, you could just have like a guy in a lab coat be like, no. And then you could just end the date quite quickly.
Oh my God, that's extreme, isn't it? In a study of suckling rats, say little baby rats.
God, like, I know that they have to be looked at, but...
Oh gosh, you don't like rats and mice, do you?
The notion of having to research a suckling rat.
Oh, tiny little pink baby rats. Oh no, is it making you wince? You just don't like them.
Just the thought of like that being someone's job. And I get that they're scientists and it's important that they're studied and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But of every job on earth, that would be my worst nightmare.
Really?
But go for it.
Okay. In a study of suckling rats, those that received warmth and touch whilst feeding had lower blood pressure and lower stress levels than those who didn't. This is due to the vagal nerve. Do you know the vagal nerve? It's got the part of your nervous system that responds to stress. It determines whether you're living in your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight mode, or the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode. Ideally, you want to be living in the parasympathetic, in your rest and digest mode. But increasingly, lots of us, when we're feeling stressed, dysregulated, we're more living in the sympathetic nervous system.
Right, okay.
So this cuddling, warmth and touch, stimulates the vagal nerve. Oh, fucking hell. Oxytocin has a similar effect on humans. So cuddling is actually good for our minds and our bodies.
In a romantic moment, if you're a giraffe, your temperature will not go up. There is no mating call, there's no breeding season, and there are no visual clues. A male, and this is really odd, a male giraffe nudges a nearby female giraffe. It really is like a poke.
Yeah.
And then he smells her sort of personal area, which is really embarrassing because like he's got a really long neck, so he's a long way away from it. So there's like a lot of sort of bend in order to get there. But the reason he's doing this is because if she sort of shows signs of wooing, she will slightly readjust her legs and urinate into the guy giraffe's mouth.
Really?
It must look really odd. And he will drink rather a lot of her wee. This
is like a pheromones thing.
That's exactly the reason.
Yeah.
And his nostrils will flare. He'll breathe through his nose so he can drink for a long time and not run out of breath. Like nature has sorted it out so he's able to do this.
But why? What's the advantage?
Well, it is for pheromones, but also if you think about how long a giraffe's neck is, it would be really obvious that this is what was going on. But on average, a male giraffe will have to try 150 females before he finds one who's ready to mate because their reproductive window isn't open very long.
150? God.
I have wondered if the 149 other giraffes were put off because Romeo Giraffe's breath smelt of wee a lot.
Yeah.
That's how he determines if a woman is ready to mate. And the fact that she has urinated into his mouth is, I know it's a gross idea.
It's gross for us as humans. I guess if you're a giraffe, it's quite normal.
it's also like her giving consent. Because she has to adjust her posture in order to be able to do this. Yeah. And if she doesn't do that, he's not getting anything.
Yeah.
And so she's very much in control of this romantic encounter. Right, now I need to show you a photo of the next one. This is a hermaphroditic sea slug. It looks like a really odd marble with red antennae.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is that one or is that two?
This is two. And this is, I believe, in the act. When pairs come together to mate, they like stab each other between the eyes with a needle-like appendage, which is called a penile stylet. And they deliver a cocktail of prostate fluid.
What you were going to say then.
I'm really
cocktail, okay.
Of this tactic was described in a study by the Royal Society of Mating Procedures, which is a real society.
Wow, okay.
It was described by a researcher as just weird. They don't know why that particular region, because once it's stabbed and is made of like a hole, if you like.
So it's not an opening, it's just...
Yeah, like they make the opening.
Okay, sea slug between the eyes.
But they could do it anywhere. It would absorb it in wherever it did it. So why it's always going for between the eyes? Because it doesn't blind it. It's a really odd thing. Scientists are uncertain as to why the slugs target this body area for stabbing, but they suspect that the hormonal injection may serve to increase the possibility of a successful fertilization. Yeah. So, good luck to them.
Good luck to them, indeed.
I believe it heals over really quick and it's not a problem. Right, let's do a good news roundup.
England is launching its biggest school curriculum overhaul in over a decade, focusing on financial literacy, media literacy, critical thinking, and core academic skills.
Yeah,
Isn't that a good thing? The ocean cleanup systems, which is one of these big robot boat things that scoops up garbage, has removed over 100 tons of plastic waste from the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. US cancer death rates have dropped dramatically since 1991, with an estimated 27 to 30% decrease, according to the American Cancer Society.
Yeah, and for everyone, it's a real impact for their family and them. And
58 brand new deep sea species have been discovered off the coast of Costa Rica.
Happy Valentines to everyone who is listening, and join us for more animal nonsense.